He's the hero that I needed when I was a kid. When I was 14 years old, me and my friends were walking from a party. There was a fight at the party, so we decided to leave. And then suddenly, 3 police cars surrounded us. It was so fast, it happened in a flash. They made us get on our knees in a circle so we could see each other. One of the officers went behind my best friend and put a gun to the back of his head. And I remember looking in my best friend's eyes. I remember seeing him. And I remember the first time actually seeing him, seeing his fear, seeing him be vulnerable and human in that way. And I remember thinking that, what if this officer slipped? What would happen? I would see my best friend die in front of me. The officers threatened to kill us if we didn't tell them what gang we were in and why we started the fight at the party. We didn't do either. We were good kids. I was an honor roll student. And then I felt a shotgun put to the back of my head. And in that moment, I wished I had superpowers, right? I was a nerd, but I didn't wish I had powers to do good or to save the world. I wished I had powers in that moment so I could make those officers, those people, feel how I felt, feel how we felt, make sure they felt how scared we were. I wish they could feel that. And after that, I thought my brain was going a mile a minute, and I thought, what would happen if Batman were real in this situation? Would he be on our side? Would he help us? Or would he help the police officers? Because in that moment, I understood what a lot of people in my community understand, is that in those moments, we aren't seen as people. I wasn't seen as a kid, an honor roll kid, an anime nerd. I was seen as something sinister, something terrible. And after they let us go because they realized that we were just kids and we were all crying, we all walked home and cried silently. 2 days later, we had to go back to school as if nothing happened. That's what O represents. Us. What happens if we have a hero that can save us, that can help us, that can stand for us? We've already raised $10,000 privately. This Indiegogo round, we are looking to publicly raise around $65,000. Now, the reason for that is we want to film the pilot episode along with parts of the second episode. Now, O is a very grandiose story. It involves him getting his abilities in the ancestral plane. It involves a lot of special effects, blocking off streets. And because of that, we want to make sure that we not only do the due diligence and the justice of the story, but we also want to make sure as a production team that we are taking care of the artists that are a part of our family. We want to make sure that we aren't working crazy long hours. We also want to make sure that we give adequate breaks and adequate pay. We have several perks that can help us do that. Now, contribution is not always monetary. These perks that we have are of things for artists, by artists. A lot of it is to be a part of the family, to help us tell this story, to help us exchange this dialogue. And if you can't do that, then you can always share. Because we believe as a production team, the more people we have to see this trailer, see this message, the better chances we have of achieving our goals, of getting this pilot episode out, and then the sky's the limit. So without further ado, I want you guys to check out the trailer that we filmed. It's amazing, it's great, and it tells the story of O pretty well.
We exist within a culture, a nation, a world that yearns for a hero savior. Someone who can carry the weight of our troubles on their shoulders. Someone who can make them go away. But what would become of a hero in this world? In a world of social media biases, economic redlining, and social injustice, what does a hero become when they realize that even with all of their strength and their power, they are rendered useless to the ones that need them the most? What do they become? And when we see these heroes, these modern-day gods on golden thrones worshipped, what do we become? Bystanders? Zealots? People simply wishing that everything just go back to normal? I saw a hero. I saw him rise from the desolation of crime and poverty. I saw him do great things. And I also saw him fall.